Hi there. My name's Anne-Marie McCormack, and I'm a licensed broker at McCormack Realty and Renters Choice Homes. And today I'm going to talk to you about maintaining your rental property. You bought it, it was brand new. Time goes on, things need to be done. So how do you go about that? And if you're self-managing, how do you organise those repairs? Because the property manager is going to organise repairs for you, that's for sure. But if you're out of state and you need to organise repairs, it could be difficult knowing who to trust. And you really do need to get those repairs done. Whether your home is long term or short term rental, it needs routine and regular maintenance, such as your AC needs to be serviced yearly and your filter needs to be changed monthly. Now, if you're on a short term or vacation rental, then your property manager should be organising for that filter to be changed every month. Because if you keep your home in tip top condition, you're going to get a longer lifespan out of your AC for a start. Even the front door locks and the garage door needs to be lubed from time to time so that it keeps opening and shutting smoothly. So things like this need to be considered. So sometimes it can be harder for maintenance people to get inside short-term rental homes, particularly in the busy season when you've got one family coming in and then they leave and then another family comes in later the next day. It can be hard because vacationers don't want to be disturbed by people repairing things when they're on their vacation. Okay. But if the air conditioner isn't working, they're going to let the repair guy in, that's for sure. So if you rent direct to people, you're going to need a list of reputable repair people that you can count on to go to your rental home and get these jobs done quickly and properly. Okay. So finding those reputable people is quite often the hardest part as well. And if you have a property manager, they usually have links with a couple of different companies that will show up and do the repairs on time and do them right the first time. And if you live close by and you manage your property yourself, yeah, it's probably okay for you to whip in here and whip in there and give the tenants a phone call and say, I'm coming round to service the AC if you are qualified to do that. You might also be able to fix a leaky flapper valve in a toilet, but what happens if all the sewers back up? What do you do then? Who do you call? Well, you can't call Ghostbusters, can you? You're going to have to call, sorry about that, you're going to have to call a specialised plumbing contractor, and they cost a small fortune. And when you're looking at when things like that happen, when all the drains back up and God knows what, and it isn't due to something that somebody's put down them. Like in Florida, the drains are narrow. You can only flush toilet tissue down there. You cannot put sanitary products down there or baby diapers or things like that because those will block the drains. But sometimes when a property has a lot of trees around the drains, those roots and also bushes, those roots can get in the drains and crack the drains. I've got a photograph here of one I can show you. And that is, let's see if I can get that line that up right for you. That's where a root has gone through a tree drain. A tree root has gone through a drain. And that whole section of main drain had to be dug out to be redone again because it's a broken sewer pipe. Okay, so these are the things that you have to contend with when you own property in Florida. So the smoke detectors, they're hardwired and interconnected, and they also have a battery backup because we lose power quite often in Florida, particularly during storms. So we suggest that you change those 9-volt batteries in the spring and in the fall. An easy time to do it is when the clocks go forward and then when they move back, and then you've got that covered. So spring forward, change your batteries in your smoke detectors. Fall back, change your batteries in your smoke detectors, and then they will stay working efficiently even if you lose power. When you rent your home long term to tenants, they're responsible for things like changing light bulbs, but you need to make sure that everything's done before somebody moves in. You do a move out, pre move out inspection, and then you have a punch list for your maintenance team that they need to go back in and do little things that got missed on the refurb or the repairs. Okay. Now, other maintenance things in your home, for instance, like wear and tear, like the carpets wear out, The vinyl flooring, if you have vinyl flooring, wears out. So when you come to replace the vinyl flooring, put tile down instead, or put some laminate flooring down. Those tend to last a little bit longer, but tile floors last the longest. Okay. You should drive by the outside of your home periodically if you live in the area, or if you have a property manager, they should be driving down periodically to check the exterior of the property and to make sure it's all looking good. The tenants are keeping the outside clean and everything looks neat and tidy. Okay. You don't want to find out the hard way your tenants aren't maintaining your home. And painting your exterior should be done on average every 7 years, unless you use the elastomeric paint. Elastomeric paint, it expands and contracts with the sun, and it's more like a coating than an actual paint. And sometimes they can last for 10 to 15 years, depending upon our weather patterns and conditions. So your exterior paint needs to be done when you have a new tenant move in. Sometimes a tenant can live there for 6 or 7 years, and you go and inspect the home, and it looks great. The paintwork looks great. Looks like nobody lived there. Sometimes you can inspect a home where a tenant lived there 12 months or 2 years, and you think, oh my God, this place, it's got handprints everywhere. It needs to be repainted. So sometimes you have to repaint after 2 years, and sometimes you don't even have to repaint after 7 years. You can never tell until all their furniture is out and you get to see what's going on with the home. But you need to get it repaired anyhow. Okay. Um, Electrical repairs. If something goes wrong with your breakers, you need to make sure that you've got a licensed electrician to go and fix that and take care of it. You don't want to mess with electrics. Breakers can pop in the on position as well in Florida. So if there's an electrical outlet, have them check the GFI first. That's that little red and black switch in the middle of the sockets, and that will reset that socket or that bank of sockets if there is a problem with them, or just they got hit by electricity or something, and then they'll come back on. Other than that, you might want to get an electrician to look at the breakers. But you don't mess with electrics in Florida. So we've covered the electrics, we've covered the plumbing. The sprinkler system needs a yearly checkup as well, because those heads that pop up, guess what? They're plastic and they get brittle and they get sand in them, and then they bust over time. So if you find dead spots in your yard, it could be that your sprinkler head has busted in that section. So you need to get that taken care of. Have your roof inspected yearly as well. It needs to be inspected to see if there's any shingles come off in a storm, etc. A good roofer will take before photos for you and after photos. Also, your caulking. Your caulking needs to be good around your kitchen countertops, around your bathroom countertops, around your bathtubs, your sinks, your showers, and all those types of places. Because if the caulk breaks down, water is going to start penetrating in those areas, and you're going to end up with water damage. So these are just a few of the things about maintaining your home. If your home is a long-term rental, or if you're thinking about putting your home on long-term rental and you're wanting to find a company that can take care of that for you, give us a call. You'll be glad you did. Take care now, and thank you for watching. And we service Orlando, Kissimmee, and Davenport areas, and areas close by. So thanks for watching, and click the subscribe, the like, and leave me a comment. Have a great one. Bye now.